Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to Alex Builds. Today we're going to be doing the 1989 Batmobile by Fanhome. Okay, so as you can see, I have done the 1966 Batmobile behind me here. I didn't film that one, but yeah. So we're going to be filming the 1989 version. Okay, so starting off with the collector's guide. So if you flip it open, it all folds out into a nice little poster. So it tells you a bit about the Tim Burton movie, about the car. If you want to sign up for a premium subscription, you will get a display case. On the back side here, we have the free gifts. So free posters, a mug, a metal plate, t-shirt and a miniature of the actual model itself. And I don't know if I can get this poster in, but I will try. As you can see, very big poster. Yeah, very cool. Okay, so we are going to start off with issue 1, so we'll just put issue 2 to the side for now. Flick through, you get the origin of a legend. It tells you a bit about where he made it. We got our building instructions a bit more towards the front this time. So as you can see, this is what we're doing. The hood and the turbine. So there's quite a few steps to do, but basically by the end we're going to have something that looks a little like that. Then we've got The Dark Knight Returns, tells you a bit about Batman. Again, carrying that on. And yeah, that is the end of the magazine. So let's open the parts. So our parts do come in this nice little box. It's got Batman logo and the Batmobile written on it, which is really nice touch. I do believe this is issue 1. It doesn't state it's issue 1. But yeah, we get these parts in a packet like that. And these parts are wrapped in here. So we can get rid of the box for now. And let me unwrap these parts. Okay, so I'm halfway through opening most of the stuff. So all these came in there. These were packaged together, these packaged together. Everything's very well packaged. And everything comes in its own individual little packet as well, which is a nice touch. Okay, so with them out the packaging, we're going to start off with these. These might not look that big on camera, but they are absolutely huge. So yeah, this Batmobile is going to be absolutely huge. So I am going to bring in a little build cushion because I don't want to scratch up these parts. They've got a nice little matte finish on them, so we don't want to scratch that up. So to start off with what we're going to do is we're going to orientate these parts over the top here. So where's this going to go? This is going to fit. So this section here and this one here go on there. So we can lock them into place just like that. So we're going to use 2 different types of screws. So in these 2 holes here, we're going to use A screws, and in this hole up here, we're going to use a C screw. Okay, A screw in. It's the first one, now the second one. This is just the hood. So this is it's going to have some length to it, and then we want a C screw in here. Just turn that around. Oh. There we go. Wasn't biting for a second then, but now it's got it. Just like that. So now we're pretty much going to do the exact same on the opposite side. So we're lowering that in onto there. So again, 2 A screws, 1 C screw. So that's the first one. They already have the grills in there for us. I thought they might have had us put stuff like that in, but I suppose with a Batmobile like this, we've already got enough to build. That's that one in. And now the other C screw in the top here. And there we are, that is the hood complete. I'm trying not to get as many fingerprints over this as I can, because as you can probably see, it is black, so fingerprints will show up on it. Okay, so now we're going to work on the actual pulley system. So we're going to have this part here, and we're going to need the actual 2 little pulleys here, so we're going to take them out of this packet. So I don't know if these are different. I believe they're very, very similar. So in here, already got this orientated, so just here and here, we're going to lay these in there. That's one, and the other one just there, just like that. We can turn that over and we can secure both of them in with a B screw. There we are, that's that one in. I don't know if it wants it to be loose or not. Yeah, it says do not over tighten them, these must be able to rotate, so nip it up a little bit, but as you can see that still does move. So now let's get the second one in. Sort of got to get pressure with your finger on the back to stop the wheel turning as you're screwing it in. There we go, that's got it. That's that. So that's them two pulleys on there, just like that. So now we're going to place this centre pulley in there, the one with the key switch in there, so that's just going to set over the top there. Then we're going to need the actual pulleys themselves, which are these little bands. Okay, so I'm going to put this one in first. I'm going to put it over the pulley. It can be quite fiddly. Put that one, so I want that on the bottom there, just like that, and then we're going to want this one going to the other one on the side just here. Let's pull that over. That one's going to go over the top one, just like that. I'm just going to make sure they're in place. Yep, so that's them two pulleys. Now we're going to actually fit the turbine facings. So we do have this. It is a silver colour. I don't know what colour it's showing up on the actual camera. It's like a chrome colour. Yeah, it's like a chrome colour. Very dark gunmetal chrome. It's very cool. Don't know how accurate that is to the actual movie. We're going to need this part here. Now I believe this part is going to go in the back here, just like that. Don't need this at the minute. So we're going to take the actual cone nose. Let's go slide in there. There is a key switch to help us. We turn that over. We're going to secure that in with one D screw. Just like that. Now we do have these little bits here. These are going to clip onto the sides just here. So there's 3 holes and we've got 3 of these. Now these do go in a certain way. So at the bottom, so if you look at your nose cone, you want it sort of like that. So it angles down like that. So the one at the top is going to be the one that's slightly different. So the 2 at the sides is going to be part 113. Just like that. And then, oh no, that's the wrong one. In there, and then in here it's going to be 114. Don't know what difference that made. That one is the wrong one. That one goes in there. Yeah, there is a slight difference in them. I'll show you what it is. So one part 113, they go quite flush up to it, just there. Whereas one more, that one doesn't. Okay, so now we're going to take our fan and our turbine. We're going to place the fan in the back of there. As you can see, it's going to probably be easier to locate the key switch in the middle there first. Yep, and then we can lower this down over the top of it. We just slide this into there, lining up the screw holes with the back. So we're going to use D screws in this hole here, here and here. That one, 2 more. And this side. Cool, that is that there. So with all them done, I can now bring back the original part of the hood. So we can bring that up, lay that way round, and we can now lay this in. So you want this way round. It's going to locate just onto there. So tabs here, here and here. Again, we're going to use A screws for this. There's the first one. I'm going to get one on the other side. There. And then finally in the top. And there we go. That is stage 1 all complete. And that is the hood of the Batmobile. That is looking really, really cool. I do like the difference in colour. I believe this was that colour in the actual movie. So, yeah, it might have even been a little bit more silver than that. I don't know. But yeah, that's looking really, really good. Okay, now, stage 2. So, stage 1, this was quite intricate, stage 1. So, as again, a bit more about the movie. You can see we're doing the wheel and the little caps. This is the left rear wheel. So we've never ever done a wheel like this, so this will be interesting because we normally squish it at the tyre, heat it up with a bit of warm water or something, or pressure fit them together. We've never actually screwed a tyre together, so that'll be interesting to see how that goes together. But by the end we should have something that looks a little like that. This is the box you get again, with the Batman logo on there. It's nice that they did put that on there. I don't know if this is going to be a continued thing. Let's get this open. As you can see, parts are well packaged in there again, so they're all packaged together. But I don't know if there's anything in here. No. So yeah, let's get all these parts open. Well, first thing we're doing is going to take the bat emblem, and that's going to go just on here. So there is a location nipple just to help us get it in the right place, just like that. We turn that over. Want us to put a D screw in the back. Screw that together. Just like that. So that is that part there. This is the wheel cap. I have seen some people black out the inside of this just to make the emblem stand out a little more. Entirely up to you. Next part, we get this big bit of plastic. This is plastic. It's for the actual wheel hub. And we've got this side. This side is metal for the wheel hub. So we're going to screw these together. Drop that into place. Making sure you get the holes lined up. Don't believe it matters which way you go. As long as the holes line up. Now it wants us to secure that together with D screws as well. Going to go opposite for this. So this side now. Last two. Finally in there. There we are. That is the first part of this done. Next we're going to need our tyre. So we're going to bring in this big bit of rubber here. So it is a big tyre. As you can see, we can only really put this in one way. So we want it facing this way up. Don't put it in the wrong way. What way do we want it? We want it this way, facing up. Don't put it that way, this way. So yeah, this one's definitely going to need a bowl of hot water to soak this in. So I'm going to go away and do that now. So I've got that soaking in there in a bowl of warm hot water. So that's going to take a minute or two to actually warm up. What it's going to do is actually just going to loosen the rubber a bit so we can push it over that. Don't want it piping hot. Mine is quite hot though. But yeah, one of the things is to do is when you take it out, make sure you dry all the water that's inside it as well. Okay, let's try, get this in there. We should be able to stretch the actual tyre over the top. It is quite hard to get it in there, but just keep working it until you get it in there. Okay, that wasn't easy to get in there, but there we go, it's in there now, just like that. Now you do want to have that in quite warm water. I did it in warmy hot water, but yeah, you want that hot. So it does stretch the rubber. There is quite a lot of rubber to stretch, and you are going to need to stretch it quite a bit. Found it easier to put it halfway in, Then use the screwdriver, just put it in the lip, run it around like that, and then lever it over the top. Did help a lot. But yeah, that is the tyre on. So that means the last thing we've got to do is take this bit. This bit is plastic. We're going to lay it over the top of the 4 screw holes there. I'm going to use 4 D screws in the 4 holes. Right, this is the inside of the tyre, so you will not see any of this when the final model is complete. You won't see the screw holes. So let's get this one in. So I want 2 more to go. Sort of lips under, as you can see over here it's not lipped under yet, but it will pull it in when you screw it down. And there we are. That is our first tyre and wheel all complete. This is still quite warm from when I've had it in the hot water. But yeah, so that's our first wheel. And our hood as well. That is really, really cool. Also, just a quick comparison for you. I've just started the Fast and the Furious Nissan Skyline. So there's the wheel that I've just made for the Nissan Skyline. The video will be out for that soon. There's the wheel for the Batmobile. This is the front right wheel of the Nissan Skyline. This is the, I can't remember what wheel it was now. Was it the front rear wheel? This is the left rear wheel. So yeah, look at the size difference. Quite a big difference. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, so join me again next time when we do issues 3, 4 and 5.